Hey guys, welcome to another video. I've been doing a few statue reviews of pieces based off of J. Scott Campbell's work, so I kind of wanted to showcase some of that. So this is the Fairytale Fantasy series, and it is essentially calendars that he did. I think he did 3 years, and he was going to do a fourth year back in 2016, but it always kind of got delayed, and so I don't think that's out yet. I think all that was done was the 3 years. So this, I think, is one of the earlier ones. We'll have to see. It's 2014. I'm just going to show the art so that you can have some reference point when you look at the statues made off the art. So this is a 2014 calendar. Here is his signature right here. So this is, of course, the Little Mermaid. And as you can see, she has brown hair, very much unlike the Disney version with red hair. This is sealed, mainly because this is I think the special variant cover for one of the Comic-Cons, I think San Diego Comic-Cons. So I didn't want to open this one. But if you turn it over, it has the same back as this one over here. So I'll turn this over right here. So you can see it's identical. And it gives you some shots from the interior, some of the calendar art. Here's a blurb. I'll let you read it for yourself. I think now that I think about it, this actually might be the most recent one, because if you read the blurb, it says, by popular demand, J. Scott Campbell returns with an all-new calendar. So that obviously implies that he's done this before. The color is by a guy named Rufino, and I think he did the coloring for all of the Fairytale Fantasy series. Okay, so here it goes. I'm going to put this one away. That's the variant cover. Let's turn our attention now to the actual calendar itself. This is 2014. It kind of just shows some of the ladies that will be in there. So again, J. Scott Campbell is a pretty famous comic book artist, very distinctive style. He's done a lot of work for DC, Marvel, Spider-Man run especially, and now I think with Batman. So he has a very distinctive style of, again, drawing his guys and his females, his males, the anatomy and all that sort of stuff. He tends to be more well known for like sort of playful cheesecake pinup, sexy type depictions. And so this is going to fit in with that. So here we go. Very first month. This is January. So basically most of the calendar is of course the art, and then you have the actual month down here. So this is Glinda, the Good Witch of the South. Obviously based off of the Wizard of Oz. And she hasn't been turned into a statue or a resin kit yet. This is Snow White. With the feet of the dwarves all around her. I think this is right after she took a bite of the apple. Okay, very nice. It's Dorothy. And she's colored very differently, of course, than the others, because this is in real time. And so, in the real world, so remember from Wizard of Oz, that was all black and white. So this has a very different sort of color scheme. Not quite as bright and colorful. Okay, hopefully you can appreciate the artwork. Little Mermaid. I mean, now that I look at this, he must have really liked The Little Mermaid, because he has like 3 different versions. I mean, there's the version of this, and then that, and then there's this. So you can see, it's got brown hair. There's the ship in the background. You can see the freckles actually on her shoulders and around the eyes. So Sideshow did a very good job being true to that. And then she just meets the prince right here, or saves him. Here he is, right here. Kind of see the little arm wrist bangles or bracelets, which again, Sideshow did a really, really nice job recreating right over here. Okay, this is Rapunzel from her tower. Interesting. If you look closely, her leg is kind of odd. There's like this unnaturally sharp line, and you don't really see like sort of this natural contouring of her shin. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. It was like a little mistake with the lining or something, with the lines or whatever, but it is a little bit odd. I think it's a little mistake actually how they decided to do it, or maybe her hair is hiding it. It's a beautiful picture, like all of his interpretations, but that did kind of strike out. It did kind of, strike you when you look at this like weird straight line. But it's from the perspective of, again, the prince climbing up. This is from Peter Pan, Neverland's Mermaid Lagoon. So shows all the lovely mermaids giving all their attention to Peter Pan. I think there's 11 of them. Let's take a look at Peter right here. Neverland's Mermaid Lagoon. Here he is. I was wondering what this was. I thought it was like Tinkerbell's wings, but actually no, this is the fins from the mermaid here. So she's like flopping her tail up this way. Really nice. If Sideshow ever decides to make a statue of this scene, it's gonna cost a couple $1,000s. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Okay, so that's June. Cardboard, keep it from crumpling. So now we're to Alice in Wonderland, when she's trying to get through all the different doors. Here it goes. drink me right here, eat me right over there. There's a little white rabbit. Just all these little nice details. Then of course the stockings with the spades and hearts and diamonds on it. The clubs. Her in her classic blue costume. Okay. August. This is Tiger Lily from Peter Pan again, where Captain Hook and Shmi have kidnapped her. Here's Captain Hook himself. Big dorsal hump on his nose. Really cool. Very nice. Here's the crocodile in the corner. And of course there's Shmi. Gotta hand it to J. Scott Campbell. He just has such a distinctive style with the way he draws all of his characters. Very cartoony, very beautiful, all at the same time. Here's a more lesser known fairy tale, The Woman Who Lived in a Shoe. Just his particular slant on it. Here's the shoe with the house. There's the laces. Interesting. It's pretty cool. Kind of seeing how, like, you know, the boot, the doors, the windows, how he incorporates all of that into this gigantic boot. That's cool. And there she is. Guess she's a witch. Has to be. Alright. Little Red Riding Hood. Sideshow, I think, is developing this one into another statue. This is her. And then of course you have the wolf right here. She can't see that. That's pretty cool. If they can make like a grandma wolf and somehow pull that off. Can't wait to see what Sideshow does with, let's say, a scene quite like this. There's a little basket of goodies. There's the door. The full moon. She's pulling the hood down. I'm trying to tilt it a little bit, just kind of tilt the camera a bit so you can avoid the glare from the lights up top, so you can kind of appreciate this artwork a little bit. So, very nice. Okay, let's go to November. From Arthurian legend, The Lady in the Lake. So she's supposed to be, I guess, a sprite, elf. Here you have Excalibur in her hand. That's amazing. This actually does look like Excalibur from the movie. If you ever see that, the movie Excalibur, this is the design of the hilt as well as the cross guard. So, J. Scott Campbell even got that right. Not quite human. You can see kind of the pointed ears like an elf. The castle in the background. So here you go. And then December is Tinkerbell. And this one is being produced as a statue at a garage kit. They did a really, really good job, by the way, turning this into a statue. And hopefully I'll have that in the next couple months, once it's properly painted up. But it looks really amazing. You see all the little tiny spools of thread and the tape measure, the thimble. She's on another spool. There's a key here. There's a comb in the background, darning needles, a scissor. And of course, Tinkerbell herself. So as you can see, there's a lot of freckles on a lot of J. Scott Campbell's girls, and you can see the freckles aren't very subtle. That's just like his style. And Jim Capone did a great job sort of translating that style. As you can see, look at the freckles on the Little Mermaid. So look at the freckles that he painted here. And obviously, look at the freckles here. They're very similar. Okay, so that's it. So this is the 2014 calendar, which now, in retrospect, I realize is actually his most recent. And so he hasn't done one in almost 4 years. He was supposed to do one in 2016, and again, it kept getting delayed. So let me show you the 2013 and 12 in separate videos. But until then, hopefully you enjoy that. I mean, I know you can get most of these images online, but they're all like a jumbled mess. And so you're not sure, which artwork is from which calendar, from which year. So at least here now you have it straight from the original calendar. And these are sold out and pretty hard to come by. So again, hope you enjoy that and you can get to see all of the artwork and where they belonged initially. Okay, take care.